Welcome back, everyone. It's Caleb with Red Racing Industries. We're back with episode 36 of racing every single track and every single car inside of Gran Turismo 7, as we've done for the last 35 episodes. Back with the 2022 Honda Civic Type R FL5, now in the Americas, where we're at. A 2022 Honda Civic Type R did not exist. They were put here in 2022, like we got to see them and they were for sale. But the first model year was 2023, and that's the one I have. And I'm so stoked to have it. It is absolutely amazing. I'll get into that story more here in a minute, but let's go ahead, dive right in. This is the last track configuration in the Americas. So let's go ahead, get it over with. This is going to be one of my favorite tracks though. So let's go ahead and get to it. As I mentioned, episode 36 of racing every single track and every single car inside Gran Turismo 7. So we're going to be heading, let's go to World Circuits. There it is. And then we're going to be heading over to the Americas whenever it loads. All the way over to the USA, Daytona International Speedway, Quick Race, and Road Course. Once again, one of my favorites, and I love the night, so we're going to be hitting night up. But my other story about my Type R, and I've mentioned it a few times as we get this race started. Now, I can't tell which one this is because the details aren't near as good from what I can tell without looking at it more in depth. Like, I can't see, but you can see the plaque over there. Anyway, I will need to pay attention, but yeah, that's what you get, you LC500. But mine is Type R number 1072, and I'm super happy because I've got such a low number. It was one of 3,000 that were produced and sold within the first model year, so very limited. And I gotta say, it has held its value well, amazingly well. I almost got 43,000 miles on it, and it's not far off from MSRP. I guess it is now, but only like $8,000, which still isn't awful. But at the time, it's because the actual original MSRP it's really $7,000, which not bad by any means with currently how I have it. But I love it so much because of the limited availability, and still for a car like that to be pre-owned and so close to MSRP in that way is just ridiculous. Now, I'm glad I'm not the one that would have to sell it, aside from trading it. You know, I get $37 for it, at least as of 2 months ago, from what I got it appraised. Because I had made a video on my other channel, Caleb Red Official. I had thought about buying a truck. Didn't go that route because the Type R is my image. It is how everybody knows me, where I'm at, and it's how you're going to know me for a little while in the racing scene until we get into another race car. Once again, speaking of that, let's get Gran Turismo, let's get Porsche to add the Porsche 944. I know I keep forgetting to mention it in certain videos, but I'm going to try and mention it in every single video until we get it. I want it. I want it that bad. Now, Forza, which is a sim. It's not really a sim. It's just more of a game that you can use a wheel on. It's not realistic in any standard. But, oh, well, that was something. They have a 944 turbo as I run off the track, but they don't have a Type R. Now, Gran Turismo has a Type R, but not a 944. Now, if Gran Turismo needs a car, I am more than happy to let them use mine. The only downside, as I run off the track again, mine does not run. So you won't be able to get very far on testing it without us getting something done. So if you want to help support that build and make it a track car, if Gran Turismo decides they need a stock one, I will make it stock so that they can scan the car and put it in the game. I am that serious about it. But other than that, I'm going to turn it into a track car, I think. That is at least the thought process for now. And I've made some videos on Caleb Red Official going over like what are my plans, stuff like that. And now my plans have changed, so I will be making an updated video at some point. I just have no idea, aside from what seats I want. I don't know the actual seat I want. I do know the brand, which is going to be Recaro. I've got Recaro bucket seats in my Type R. Even though they're not branded that way, they're so comfortable. I mean, they're similar to this. This is a lot more bolstered, and that's probably what I'm going to go with when it comes down to it. And nope, too early, way too early, and brake. I'm used to tracking these in. Oh goodness, that was awful. Yeah, I'm used to GT3 cars. The aerodynamics are just completely different, and the downforce. And I gotta remember to draft. Anyway, as we come to a close on episode 36, this is the last track configuration in the Americas. So we'll be hitting up, I think, Europe next, that kind of area. Now, of course, we don't get a place first. Dagnabbits. I still love this track. Mainly for the inner portion and the chicane. And then, of course, the F1 movie caught my attention a bit. Of course, other IMSAs and stuff like that. IMSA races, stuff like that. But that was fun. Episode 36, racing everything with track, everything with car instead of Gran Turismo 7. We're like a third of the way through, kind of. We'll keep that rolling. Anyway, it is now midnight, 02 o'clock. It is 2 minutes past midnight. I'm going to start shutting it down. Anyway, now it's completely a different time for you, and depending on when you're watching the video. I do appreciate any and all support you have, so please like, please subscribe. I don't want to do the crazy thing, but I do appreciate any help in terms of watching my content, stuff like that. You do provide and supporting along the way. So this is my journey into racing. We're going to constantly keep reaching out to sponsors. We're going to constantly keep making content. That's why we're making content every day. We are pushing the limits and the track limits of racing, and myself to get there as quick as possible. My goal is January of 2027, and probably that season, the first season of 2027, to be on the track, to be ready to race. It is a very audacious goal. I know it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to be very hard, and I am doing my best to put in the hours. Now, I would appreciate anybody else helping me get out there, get exposed. I've got a TikTok, I've got an Instagram, I've got a Facebook, I've got a LinkedIn, and I've got YouTube for this channel, Red Racing Industries. Now, we've also got my more established Caleb Red Official. That's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter/X, LinkedIn. That's everything. All major ones anyway. And then I've opened up Twitch for Red Racing Industries. At some point, I will figure out how to use that system. All I've done is create the account. Anyway, we were also continuing to work on sponsors. Now, one sponsor I want, and I mentioned it, Recaro. I want them to be a sponsor for me because I love their seats. I love the brand. It's absolutely amazing. But they require 100,000 followers, subscribers. I think total, I'm nowhere near close to that. I'm like a tenth of the way, maybe. I think I'm at like 12,000 total, 13,000 total. A small percentage. Anyway, I would appreciate any help, and send this to your friends, family, anybody that's in racing. And if you've got any tips or anything, what I can probably do better, I know there's a lot of things I can do better, especially in this car, because I've not even remotely tried to perfect it. Anyway, sorry for boring you for a few minutes. Once again, I hope you enjoyed. If you stayed this long, I do appreciate it. Other than that, y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all on the next video.